This is Coogan Cassius for Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference here for Taylor versus Davies, ahead of their clash on July 8th at the Ckhead Arena. I'm joined by Josh Taylor. How are you, mate?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
You
Yourself? Right? I'm all good.
All good. Well, we can safely say that this fight was made on social media.
Social media,
it was,
yeah.
A lot of back talking from Ohara more so, and
months and months ago, yeah. And as soon as it went on with that stunt with Eddie, you know what I'm talking about with the figures and all that sort of stuff. As soon as that kind of made the fight, that got it all going, that got all talking and rolling. So we're here now, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I mean, there was a little bit of a thing whether that sort of information should be there on social media or no.
Yeah, I thought that should have been kept off social media and all that stuff, but no, it's done now. It's done.
As in regards to the actual fight itself, obviously, it's a great fight.
Yeah.
Some people might say that this fight has come too early. For both of you, maybe more so you, or not?
I don't think it's come too soon. It's come sooner than I expected. I thought it would have been maybe down the line next year for a world title, on a big show, a big massive show, and big money involved, and big titles involved. So I thought that's when it would have happened, but it's here now, and I'm excited for it. I'm 100% confident that I'm winning the fight. I think I'm going to outbox him, and that's it. I can't wait.
Obviously, the Ohara Davies that we saw in the press conference today isn't what. Well, maybe he's arguing that is him as well, but the one we're used to from a boxing side doesn't seem to be the right one.
How can you be like that on social media and every day in, day out, and then be like that today? It's a lot of shit. He's been told what to say and told to play the whole thing down, I think. But you'll see in the build up to the fight, his true colours coming out. He's a helmet. That's what he is. He's a helmet, and and it'll come out, and that's it. It is what it is.
Obviously, there were moments where your words to him could have set him off, but to be not fair to him, but in his defence, he kept calm throughout the whole press conference, and even in the head-to-head where you tried to pick his glasses off, which could have been a point there as well.
Aye, well, he's under strict orders. I think the day to have been kept quiet and keep respectful. He's trying to be all this nice, respectful person, but it's just totally fake. He's a dickhead. The guy's a dickhead, and that'll come out. That'll come out sooner rather than later, I think. But I said to him today as well, take the fucking shades off to look at me in the eyes. He wouldn't take them off. A bit sheepish, a wee bit being a bitchy about it. So he's a wee bitch.
He's 15-0. You're 9-0. There's always the danger of these fights when they're sort of hot, if you like, not happening. There's loads of instances in British boxing over the last sort of 10 years where the fights haven't happened. But your trainer, Shane McGuigan, has compared this to the Ckhead Groves, because that was done at a very early stage in their career, wasn't it?
It's very similar. We're both at the starts, sort of the beginning of our careers, knocking on the doors of big fights, and two up-and-coming prospects like Ckhead and Groves at their career as well. So I don't think it's too soon. I think it came at a great time in both our careers, and I don't think it's the end for anyone who ever loses either. But I'm definitely the one that's not losing. I'm the one that's winning, moving on to bigger things. Definitely.
We know you've got great support in Edinburgh, and I'm sure they have got a problem about making that not so far trip over
50 miles. It's only about 50 miles.
To the Ckhead Arena.
I'm hoping they'll all come through. I'm pretty sure they will. I always get great support whenever I fight back home, so I'm pretty sure they'll travel through, and then hopefully build into getting that support through here as well, and getting a big Scottish fight fan base. So when I move on to bigger fights, I've got the whole country behind me, not just Edinburgh, not just Glasgow. I'll get the whole country behind me, and that's what I really want.
It was after the press conference, irrelevant or not, whose side that Ricky Burns would be on, obviously being a fellow Scot, but training in Ohara Davies' gym, but I'm not assuming you're one that's bothered either way who Ricky's supporting.
Either way. He's probably wanting Ohara to do the job. He's training with him day in, day out, but there's doesn't bother me. You need to ask Ricky that. But it's totally irrelevant. It doesn't bother me at all. It's nothing to do with Ricky. It's me and Ohara Davies, so it doesn't bother me at all. No.
What did you make of Ohara's comment that you two are basically fighting for the second spot in the UK as
it's
the best at 140?
Probably right. I've only had 9 fights. He's only had 15 fights. Tyrone Nurse is the champion, the British champion. And Ricky Burns is the world champion. So how can we be number 1 and 2 when we've not got the big belts? We've not got the British belt. We've not got the world's belt. So how can we be number 1 and 2? So I don't care where I'm ranked. I know how good I am and know how good I can be. So it's just a matter of time.
And the fight, obviously live on Channel 5, is going to get an immense viewing audience. So for the profiles of both of you, that's very encouraging as well.
I would say it's free to air, Channel 5, terrestrial television. It's going to be watched all over the country, so there could be immense figures watching that, and I think there will be, because it's a well talked about fight. This fight is been talked about all over the place. Everywhere I go, I'm asking when I'm fighting Ohara Davies, and we're looking forward to the fight and that. So, it's going to be huge, and I can't wait to get back down to London and get stuck in amongst training.
Just a final word on your stablemate George Groves, who become the WBA super middleweight champion, drawing Chudinov in 6 rounds. Must be over the moon for him.
I'm over the moon for him. You know, he wanted it so much. I couldn't believe how good shape he was in the gym as well. You know, in the lead up to it, he just never cut any corners. He'd done it properly, and he was in the best shape of his life. And so happy for him, you know, because he wanted it so much. And just the way he turned it on in that 6th round came out, and he looked tired the round before. He looked quite tired, and you know, it was a hard going for him. And then he come out the 6th round and just switched it on and hit me about 30 punches. But it was great. It was brilliant. I was going mental. I'm really happy for him. But what a hard nut that Chudinov was, and he still didn't go down. You know, he done really well to get him out of there.
Absolutely.
Really impressed with him. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, listen, Josh, have you got anything else you'd like to add before we wrap?
That's it. No, just tune in, buy your tickets, and come to Braehead on July 8th and come along. It's going to be a good fight. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it. Josh Taylor, thank you very much for talking to iFull TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you ahead of July the 8th.
Right, cheers.
What's up, man?